We on Narrow Street. So yeah, we on Narrow Street. I'm gonna take the Q54. I'm gonna get off at the bridge. Take the 44 home. I'm gonna go to the 99-cent store tomorrow and buy me a belt. Gotta buy 2 new belts. Yep. So this is the houses they decorate. So yeah. I walk, I'm working. So we doing. And my hands, the gloves them, still cold. Shit. Gloves at my work there, man. Gloves need for work there. So Metropolitan is not that far. So we at. I'm gonna take the 54. Yeah, I gotta work, so walking down the block in my go car. My camera go in the house to go drink hot cocoa. I'm out here busting I'm busting another $100 out here. I did this, you know, when I started this work, I worked in this type of weather before. Actually, I used to work in a 3-degree weather out here. I was bungered up and shit like that. And I made about, let's say, I made about 250 out here. Yeah, about 250. Yeah, about 250 I made out here, about 250. And I worked a double the time when they cut my check. And I used to get paid, they cut my check down to 10%. And I used to make about 115 every 2 weeks. So they cut my check to make it like seem 50, yeah, 115 I used to make out here. And when they cut my check, I actually walked from my house to my job. Remember that time? Yeah. I walked from my house to my job. I used to work around Crown Heights. And I ended up walking from where I used to work down, all the way down on Crown Heights from where my house was. So, didn't have no money to go on the bus. They cut my check 10% because they said how I owe Con Edison some money. And they deduct the money out my check for them to pay it. So they took the money out my check. They said that they didn't receive any payment from me. But I sent the money I paid $150 to Con Edison 2 weeks before the prior that they took the money. So they did not refund me back the money that they took out my check because I needed the money to pay my bills. And they did not refund my money. So I had to end up working a double shift. I pulled I worked 65 hours. Back to back. My mother came home at 8. I was still outside working. I didn't get home till about after 11. And I actually walked to my house from where I was. I walked back to my house from where I was, man. And I'm gonna tell you this right here, bro. I tell people this type of work right here is not something to make fun of. We got 5 minutes here. This type of work right here is not something to make fun of though. Because out here, bro, when I was broke and I needed money, bro, they didn't pay me that much to make out here. So when they didn't pay me that much, bro, it's a struggle. And now we gotta do it, right? Let's go. Let's continue working. Yeah, I tell you right here, bro. Making that much money and ended up working that double. Worked about 65 hours and they paid me. The check was $59. They paid 59 bucks, to be honest with you. I'm sharing this with y'all because y'all need to know the truth. You feel me? They didn't pay me $59. My check came out to $115, and I supposed to get $183 out of the check. They gave me $165. Yeah. So I worked the 2 weeks, and then they only paid me the money that they owe me. So I called up the agency. I said, what's going on? Why you took the money off my check? They said I didn't pay Con Edison the money that I owed them. So at the end of the day, it's like, yo, if I didn't pay, how the fuck I'm gonna get to work if I didn't pay the money? So I ended up walking to work. I said, yeah, I walked to work. In the 14-degree weather, I walked to work. Yeah. Bought my tea. I had me a snack and I walked to work. I walked all the way up Linden Boulevard at the time. Yo, tell you, man, I tell people that shit is fucked up. To make you walk all the way up Linden to get where you at. And it's like, So now, I bust the hours out, I work a double. And from that start of that shift, bro, started at work, I think it was around November. Start from that work, bust out 65 hours, and I made $165. Bust out another hour, I made $85 out here. And then I bust out another hour, I made about 100 and change out here. So